how do you rank this debate in terms of the fairness of the moderators?
Probably the lowest mark you can give it. It was a gotcha interview and a gotcha debate more than it was, here are the candidates. We want to make sure that you get a chance to know them and understand what their policies are. The latter of which would have, of course, been much more helpful.
In the Fox debate, it was, hey, you guys don't belong up here because look what you did or look what you said. What are you doing here? In the CNN debate, it was, hey, he said this about you, and you said, and they said this about him. And how would you describe what these moderators were up to?
I think they learned from those two how to do it even worse. But what I would do, and what I've asked my staff to do, is to reach out to the staffs of all the other candidates and let's have a discussion about what debates really should be. We should be able to influence this process. And what we would prefer to have is something where candidates actually have an opportunity to state, maybe what their economic policy is for 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then let the interviewers question them about it, and then move on to the next person. That's something that would really be helpful to the people.
So let me get this straight. So you're reaching out to, your staff is reaching out to other candidate staffs in an attempt to organize, in effect, and have an influence over the format of the next debate and the debates going forward and how they are run. Am I reading that accurately?
Absolutely. I mean, we can't continue with this silliness.
And have you gotten any responses from any of the others?
I'm sure they'll be coming in through the day.
And this was your idea? You generated this movement, if you will?
Yes.
All right. So
because what is the point in having ineffective, debates like this? Which, when you compare it to the Democrat debate, where they're just lobbing, softball questions, I mean, it's just night and day difference. And for one thing, I think maybe the Republicans, the RNC, should be screening better the kinds of people that are organizing these debates.
Well, it's
and
interesting.
Get people who actually want to know what's going on, not people who sort of want to highlight how they can ask a gotcha question.
Well, Doctor, you and I have discussed the media, specifically CNN, and how they pick a topic and a question and badger you on it and spend a whole interview trying to get an answer from you, and you give them the same answer, and they're never satisfied. And you said it's because they didn't want you to be taken seriously. But it appears that at these debates, and wouldn't you think that the RNC would know, and I know, that CNN and CNBC are going to be biased to the left? You might not have expected what you got from Fox, but the other mainstream outlets, you would expect they're going to be to the left, right?
And maybe it's time to change it.
Okay, does that mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, good.
I think we need a situation where the voters are actually having something on which to base their vote, rather than just propaganda.
Absolutely, I think
and
a lot of
these debates can be an excellent way to do that if they're organized the right way. And the one last night was so bad. Maybe sometimes things have to be so bad you just say enough. I think it reached that level.
All right, let me ask you, how do you think you did? Of course, you went in as the front runner in the most recent national poll, the most recent one to that debate. You also went in as a front runner far and away in Iowa. There were encouraging polls that came out in Texas. So how do you think, as the front runner on the stage, how do you think you did for yourself yesterday?
Well, judging from the response on Facebook and Twitter and the contributions that have come in since then, I think we probably did pretty well.
So you've you know how much money you've raised since yesterday?
A lot.
Okay.
I don't want to give a specific number because I don't have it officially yet, but a lot.
Who impressed you up there on the stage? And I mean, Donald Trump.
Well, I was impressed by the fact that most of us refused to take the bait and to savage other people. I think that was very good.
No, that's absolutely true. You were, I don't want to say attacked, but they went after you on the affiliation with the supplement company, and they also went after you on a couple of other issues. Do you think that was fair treatment?
No, that was very unfair. But I think I made that clear, and I think it was unfair too.
We had a little trouble with that. Let me go on to one final question here. I know you got to go, and that question concerns the inaccuracy on your Medicare and Medicaid. You know, John Kasich started it the day before the debate at some kind of a function, and then he continued it on the stage in the first answer he gave yesterday, where he said there are people up here who want to do away with Medicare and Medicaid. Twice on the Sunday shows, you were confronted with that, and twice you said that is absolutely inaccurate and untrue. So what is your position on Medicare and Medicaid?
Well, my position is obviously I don't want to deny anyone their Medicaid or Medicare benefits, but there's an enormous amount of money there, and $600 billion divided among 48 million people who participate in Medicare, that comes out to $12,500 per person. I want to look at what you can do with $12,500. In most cases, you can buy a Cadillac health insurance plan where you don't have to have a bunch of bureaucrats telling you where you can go and what you can do.
Yeah. All right, Doctor, I appreciate your time, sir. Thank you very much. We'll speak to you soon, and please keep us informed about your efforts to organize for the next debates. I think that's a great concept.
Terrific. All right. Good to talk to you.
Thank you. Good to talk to you again. Dr.
All right.
Ben Carson, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with much more, lots to discuss on the Steve Malzberg Show on Newsmax Television.